Hi everybody, Ali Akbarian from Mobility Engineering, your resident road safety expert, back again for another Q&A. Thanks very much for sending in those questions. We love them, so keep them coming in. And we're just near that 800 subscriber mark, so please help us get to 1,000. So please, please, please hit that button down there somewhere, hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep that content coming. I was looking at some old videos, and we've been doing this for a few years now, so we're dedicated, and we want to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, so please help us get to that point. Okay. Today's question is around the wonderful product which is called the Chair Topper, and we'll put some links below onto some actual product videos. We will run you through a little bit of it today, but the question actually comes around small vehicles. So the Chair Topper is this big box on the top of the vehicle which loads and unloads your manual wheelchair. I'll give you a demonstration of that in a minute, but I quickly want to show you the ins and outs of the question of does it fit on a small vehicle. So it's a wheelchair box, helps you unload and load your manual wheelchair either for the driver or the passenger. Generally speaking, you're an active user, and the question is, will this work on a smaller car or a hatchback, for example, like this car that we've got here, a Kia Cerato? And the answer is yes, and definitely it will, and in most cases it will. But we need to double check, but 99% of the time it will. So one of the issues that we have, and I'll run you through, I guess, the questions and the answers as to what's the issue. So first of all, will this fit? Yes, it's a relatively lightweight product. It's made for manual wheelchairs. I think the maximum load of the wheelchair that can go in there is about 13 to 15 kilos. So the load that it puts on the vehicle is very, very low. It's not a very high weight thing, and it's designed to basically clamp with bolts and nuts and all that kind of stuff. It's very safe to a standard roof rack of a car. So as long as the car is supplied with roof racks, then, or you can get roof racks for that car, then all good. You know, you can fit this product on there. Now the question has come up, but my car doesn't have roof racks. So a lot of the cars, and if we just quickly get you to scan through you might see some of our behind scenes stuff, but if you look at this car, this is a Volkswagen Caddy, it's got these factory roof rails, and if I look over here at this Kia Carnival, it's got factory roof rails. So that's a very, very common feature of cars these days. And so if people don't see those roof rails, what happens is or if there is no attachment points, for example, for roof racks, which you do see commonly on cars, then people think that you can't have anything, or they might contact Kia and say, hey, can we put a roof rack on your car? And Kia goes, no, you can't, because we don't have roof racks for our cars. We didn't put any attachment points. But there is an aftermarket industry out there, and there are aftermarket general use roof racks. And aftermarket general use roof racks, which you can see here, are designed to work with the vehicle. They clamp onto the vehicle, and they are very, very secure and safe. So what we have here, for example, is an aftermarket roof rack for the Cerato. It is a clamp which goes in here like that. This base unit clamps onto the channel of the car as well as onto the door jamb. Same here, channel of the car and roof channel and door jamb, and all of them have their roof channel because that's a gutterway for the water. And it secures up, and then it locks in place once it's all secured in, so it doesn't go anywhere. These bars themselves have between 75 and 100 kilo weight rating, some of them even more. So the bar is very well rated, it's very strong, and it can handle something like this. And can it fit onto a small car? To be honest, that's actually what we really try and push people to do, is put them onto small cars. Because like I said, the Chair Topper is generally used by active users, and active users generally want to be more active and out and about and so on, again generalizing, and so a smaller car allows that, particularly in city environments. The only downside to this is it does add a fair bit of height to it, so sometimes going into underground car parks may be a bit more difficult, but that's also why we do recommend onto the smaller vehicles, because if you, again, do a little bit of a pan around, here you can see we've got one fitted to our Chair Topper over there, our Outlander, and that's a high SUV vehicle, and that makes it quite a bit taller than the small car. So can it be fitted to a small car? Yes, and I will quickly show you a little bit of an in-action shot of how it works. So, like I said, we would have an active user that would be sitting on a plate, a transfer plate like so, and then effectively what they would do is they would bring they would be able to get themselves in and out like so, and then the wheelchair would be inside here, and it will drop down as it's connected to this frame, and it will drop down onto this chain system that's coming down. So your wheelchair would be hooked onto that. Then you would grab it and you would unhook it, and then you'd get transfer onto your wheelchair, or you'd send that up, you'd close it off, transfer onto your wheelchair, flip your plate up and go. So that's basically how this particular system works on a smaller vehicle. So does the chair topper work on a smaller vehicle or a hatchback? Perfectly well, and very well. So yes, it does. Thanks very much for tuning in. Keep sending in those questions, and we'll see you next time.